What is going on, Pokemon fans? Welcome back to Tauros Wrath. My name is JD, and today we're doing another rendition of What If Wednesday. The star of today's What If is Exeggutor. I'm real excited about this video. I've been talking about it for a couple weeks. What we're doing is we're taking our Generation 2 move pool and bringing it back to Generation 1. In Generation 1, we only have Barrage and Hypnosis to start the game. Pretty garbage moves, to be honest. In Gen 2, you get Barrage, Hypnosis, and you get Confusion. Confusion is a stab move, 50 base power, 100% accurate, with stab at 75 base power, and Exeggutor has great special Generation 1. Going to work very well with Confusion. We also get Stomp at a much earlier level than we did in Gen 1. In Gen 1, we get it like level 28, I think is what it is. And in Generation 2, we get it at level 19. We also get access to Egg Bomb at level 31. I did not use it. Maybe I should have, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. But here's what we're also going to do. In Generation 2, we get a thing called an Egg Move, where there's a thing introduced called Pokemon Breeding. I'm not going to get too much into, how Pokemon breed and whatnot. However, you get some moves that start off with the Pokemon whenever the result of the breeding happens. And one of those moves is Mega Drain. Now, Ancient Power wouldn't have been a bad option. Moonlight, Reflect, Synthesis, those aren't really good. But Ancient Power would have been great, but we don't have Ancient Power in Gen 1, and I can't recode the game or nothing like that. What we're going to do is we're going to have Mega Drain. So our starting moveset will be Mega Drain, Confusion, Hypnosis, and Barrage. It's going to be very, very powerful Pokemon to start the game. It might be one of our fastest times yet. Let's go ahead and dive into the actual playthroughs. For starters, we're going to face off against our rival. Our rival's name is the Lichen Sub, as per tradition. And we're going to go ahead and give him a Charmander. Charmander's Fire type or Grass type makes sense. And we did not change the name of our Pokemon. I should have, but I forgot to. Just like I didn't change the name of our rival. Our rival's usually What If in these scenarios. And my Pokemon's still Sideshow Bob. But we beat our rival pretty quickly with 2 confusions. And we're going to move right into our next battle. We didn't even face any wild Pokemon or nothing. We're still level 5. We are in a slow level up rate, so that's part of that. But we're going to face the Pidgey. All we got to do with Pidgey is we got to survive a Gust. And we're going to go ahead and use Confusion. Confusion looks like it's going to be a 3-shot. A Pokemon that's almost twice our levels, we just 3-shot with Confusion. That's pretty good. And Charmander can't really do much to us. It doesn't have Ember yet, so it has nothing super effective. Scratch did do a decent amount of damage because we're a lower level. But we level up to level 7 and move right into the Bug Force to face off against this trainer here who has a Weedle and a Caterpie. Now, Weedle will go down very quickly to a Confusion, and Caterpie will go down to 2 Confusions. And the battles in here are really not really that difficult because the rest of the Pokemon we face are Poison type, and we have Psychic moves, so Poison types are very susceptible to being knocked out in one hit, just like you just saw there. The Kakuna will go down in one hit. Some things about this Pokemon, we're Grass Psychic, which is a pretty solid typing in Generation 1. We're also in a slow level up rate, which is why we're not even level 9 yet, and we're about to get out of the Bug Forest, but we're going to knock out this Weedle in one hit. Very good. I'm going to move right into the next part of the game, which is the Brock's Gym with the Million Light Years Trainer. We do critical hit 10.55% of the time because we have very low speed. That is our worst stat. However, we are going to 2-shot the Diglett here. It's not a 1-shot because Diglett and Sandshrew are only ground type, not ground and rock type. When we face Brock, Brock has Geodude and also has Onix. They are ground rock. They are 4 times susceptible to being hit by Mega Drain, which is we're gonna clean sweep. We're gonna 1-shot the Geodude, very good. 1-shot the Onix. We get this right around 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes. We beat Brock. 3 minutes and like 4 seconds. Very good. And with this battle, we're going to win, and we're going to move right into Mount Moon. We're going to move at a very breakneck pace here. We're at 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Confusion 1-shots the Grimer. That is really the big benefit to having a Psychic move this early in the game, is you come across a lot of Poison-type Pokemon. So with a lot of Poison-type Pokemon, we have this option to just 1-shot and move on, whereas in the original playthrough, we had to use Barrage, and Barrage wasn't great. And we're moving right on to Misty. Misty is the Water Gym leader. She's going to lead out with a Staryu. Staryu will go down to 2 Mega Drains. Like I said, they're only 2 times a week, not 4 times a week, but we'll take advantage of the win nonetheless. Mega Drain, and it's going to be a 3-hit, and we're going to have very nice hit points right now, 69, very nice. So beat Misty, very easy win. It's just under 8 minutes, 7 minutes, 55 seconds when we beat her. And now we're moving into our next battle, which is against our rival number 3 on Nugget Bridge. 8 minutes and 17 seconds when this battle starts. We're, like I said, moving at a very breakneck pace. We do put the Pidgeotto to sleep. We're going to go for Confusion. It will be a 2-shot, very good. Abra comes out, and Confusion looks like it's going to be a 3-shot. It is a Psychic Pokemon, so it has kind of a neutralness to it. Confusion on the Rattata and Confusion on the Charmander will be a 2-shot, very good. We beat our rival pretty handily. I'm going to move right on to the SS-An. The SS-An, usually with all the other Grass-type Pokemon, we're able to grab Body Slam, but we don't need Body Slam here because we have Stomp. Well, we can't get Body Slam. Let me rephrase that. It's not that we don't need it. We definitely need it. I'd rather have Body Slam than Stomp. Body Slam's 20 power higher. It's 85 power rather than 65. So we're going to save right here, and we're going to face our 4th rival battle on the SS-An. And really, the rival has been relegated to being pretty simple for the early part of the game because we have such good moves. When you start the game with such good moves like this, it really makes these battles pretty trivial. We're going to two-shot the Eradicate. We're going to, is it a one-shot with Kadabra? It should be close to a one-shot. Should be close. We're hitting ourselves with Confusion. This is fun. This is a very fun time. Confusion, knockout, very good. I'm sorry, Stomp, knockout, very good. And Stomp on the Charmeleon. So we get the win over our rival. And we're going to move right into Lieutenant Surge's gym. We have a resistance here, so this will be pretty easy. Just depends on how easy it's going to be. Is it going to one-shot across the board? Or are we going to take multiple turns? Is he going to confuse us? Or is he going to paralyze us? Something like that. We're going to go ahead and knock out the Pikachu. And how easy is the Raichu's knockout? 1 and 2. We don't get paralyzed or anything there. Very good. We beat Lieutenant Surge. So that's 3 gyms down. And we're going to move right into Rock Tunnel and face Boomer the Hiker. Boomer's going to come out and he's got Geodude. So we're just going to go for Mega Drain. Oh, or Confusion. Either one. Mega Drain or Confusion. Either one's going to do the job. And Graveler comes out. Mega Drain knocks out the Graveler. Very good. We beat Boomer the Hiker, not our rival. He's not a rival yet. And we're going to move right into Erica's gym. Erica's gym is going to be super easy, barely an inconvenience, because she's going to lead out with a Victory Bell. Victory Bell is poison type. And we're going to go for Psychic. Psychic will one-shot. Victory Bell, very good. Tangler comes out. We won't one-shot. Well, we do, actually. We get a critical hit. That's very good. And then one-shot on the Vileplume. Very easy. Super easy, barely an inconvenience. We move right on to Giovanni's hideout. In the Rocket Game corner, go and take on this guy blocking the poster. He's going to be a super easy battle, and the next few battles of this game, or this playthrough, I should say, are going to be super easy as well. We're going to one-shot both these Pokemon. We're going to go for Stomp on the... That's kind of funny, because we have a super effective move in Psychic. We went for Stomp and still got the one-shot. So we're going to go ahead and hit the button, and we're going to go face Giovanni number 1. Giovanni's going to come out with an Onix. Onix will go down to 1 Mega Drain. Very good. Rhyhorn will go down to 1 Mega Drain as well. Very good. And then Kangaskhan comes out. We actually don't outspeed the Kangaskhan. Very surprising, but... You know, goes for Bite, doesn't do that much damage to us. Psychic one-shots, very good. We beat Giovanni number 1. He's going to go, I'm Batman. And then he's going to disappear. And we're going to go ahead and grab Soul Scope, grab Super Potion. Then we're going to transfer all the way over, or travel, I should say, all the way over to Pokemon Tower and face our rival. Pidgeotto comes out. Psychic one-shots Pidgeotto. Execute is a Pokemon that we're going to have problems with. We just don't have anything great for Execute. And this is where I think a little bit different strategies are going to be implemented in the next playthrough I do with this Pokemon to finalize the playthrough to figure the best grass type is. I don't think this Pokemon will enter the top 3 when it comes to best grass types, but I do hope to get this Pokemon under an hour. We beat our rival pretty handily. Move right on to Koga. Koga is going to be an absolute cakewalk because we have Psychic. He is Poison type. It is Stab. We have High Special, and we're going to just obliterate him. One shot on the Muck, one shot on the Coughing, and one shot on the Wheezing. We don't need a critical hit. We don't need any of that stuff. It's super effective. 4 up, 4 down. Good morning, good evening, good night. See you tomorrow. Koga, you're just the worst. And we move right on to our next rival battle. So a little bit of a rival, Koga rival sandwich here. And we're going to go ahead and face our rival in Silph-Co. Rival number 6. He's going to come out with a Pidgeot this time. Now, the one thing we got to worry out with Pidgeot is we do not want it to go for Sand Attack. Wing Attack's not the worst thing, even though we're weak to it. Didn't do that much damage. And we're going to go for Execute. We get Poison, so we can't sit here and lollygag with this battle. We got to go for Broke and knock it out. We'll go for Gyarados. We'll go for Psychic on the Gyarados. Very good. Alakazam comes out. Now, Alakazam could be really trolly here if it keeps going for Recover and we don't get to knock it out. But we do get to knock out over Alakazam. And now we're going to go ahead and face Charizard. And we're poisoned. And we just barely hang on and get the win here. This was like very surprising, very shocked. I thought I was going to have a reset there. I thought that was going to be our first reset of the game. But we do get the win and move right on to Giovanni number 2. Giovanni. We're going to go for a Psychic on the Nidorino. Go for Psychic on the Kangaskhan. We actually outspeed the Kangaskhan now. There we go. Rhyhorn, we knock it out with Psychic. And Nidoqueen, we knock out with Psychic. Very good. We beat Giovanni number 2. He goes, I'm Batman again. And we go face Sabrina. Sabrina and her whip. She is a Psychic type trainer. And she's going to lead out with a Kadabra. Now, here's where we should have changed up our moveset. And it's not so much predominantly a problem in this battle. But it would be a problem, or it would solve a lot of the problems in the next battle. So a better physical move would be better here because it just does more damage. And Mr. Mime might have been a one-shot, all those things. I do want to put Alakazam to sleep here. He tends to have a tendency to be trolly here and just keep going for Recover. And if you keep going for Recover and he's just going to keep healing and we're poisoned, it could eventually just whittle us down. But we do beat Sabrina with her whip. And we're going to move right into our next battle, which is against Blaine. Now, Blaine is the problem here. And this is where I think my strategy should have changed. So I've deleted Stomp and added Mimic. What I should have done is kept Stomp and added Mimic over top of Mega Drain. Here's what the thought process is right now, is we are very high on the special side. Special is 138 right now. We're only at level 41. We still have a lot of battles left in the game, so we're going to get higher levels. We're going to get more stats. The thought process is let's go all in with special moves. Psychic and Mega Drain are both stab. That makes sense. That's a good strategy. However, there's a better strategy. In this battle, we do not have the ability to badge boost and boost our special attack. Or special just in general, but it would boost our ability to use our attacks and have more output from our special and Mega Drain. Or Psychic and Mega Drain. What we should do is, I don't think we should keep Stomp. I think you can actually upgrade the moveset a little bit here. This is where, in the beginning, I said potentially Egg Bomb wouldn't have been bad because it is 100 base power. It is 75% accurate. That's where my big downside to it comes in. There are other options, though. There is Double Edge we could use here. And we could also use Strength. I think Strength is a little bit better because you don't have recoil. However, Double Edge is very powerful. So when we're doing Mimic here, we're mimicking Agility. When we use Agility, it does up our speed so we can outspeed. But what it doesn't do is it's not boosting our special stat because we have to beat Blaine to get our special stat boosted. What we should do here is use Agility to boost our physical attack and use a physical attack to take out Blaine much easier than we actually do in this battle. So this is why I think there's a big change happen, because there's also issues in the other parts of this game where we would benefit from having a physical damaging move rather than a special damaging move. So Mimic Agility, the Growlithe is put to sleep. So as you're seeing this, see our attack stat has gone up. So we had a physical attacking move, we might do more damage to Blaine's Pokemon in general. Okay, we haven't boosted our special, so none of that stuff has happened. But we could potentially have a really high damage outputting physical move right now, but we don't. So we take our first reset here, and I think this is a change up I need to do in the next playthrough of Exeggutor. I think it'll save some time. So right here, we had a whole battle, it took almost about 45 seconds, and we could have potentially avoided that loss by just having a physical damaging move. And it's a little too late in the game for me to change that, because I guess technically I could just get rid of Mega Drain right now and do it, but I didn't think about this until I was in the Elite Four, and as I was doing some editing, I thought about this strategy. So that might be the better strategy with this Pokemon. Having all special is great, but there are some things, like, for example, our rival is Exeggutor. It's not great to use special moves on that because it also has great special. It doesn't have bad defense by any stretch, but it also has great special. But we do eventually get the win over Blaine. So that is a strategy that I think would be much better and would help this Pokemon in my next playthrough I do. We're facing Giovanni number 3 Giovanni, and we are going to clean sweep this entire team. We got something that's going to one-shot everything. One shot on the Rhyhorn, one shot on the one shot on the Doug Trio with a Mega Drain. We're going to go for Psychic on the Nidoqueen, very good. Psychic on the Nidoqueen should be a one-shot as well. And right on, Psychic might be a one-shot, but Mega Drain is definitely a one-shot. Get the win, we're at full health now. And we leave Giovanni's gym, and we're going to go right into our next battle, the penultimate rival battle, the second to last one before the Elite Four. And now we're going to face him, and he's going to lead out with a Pidgeot. Pidgeot does not have Sand Attack anymore, so the risk is kind of gone. We're going to go for Mimic. And again, if we could have, well, right now it's fine because we can actually Mimic. Our special does go up whenever we use Agility at this point. We only did 2 setups, though. Mega Drain one-shots the Rhyhorn, very good. Now again, if we had a physical move, this might be a one-shot on Execute, because Execute does have very high special. And then Psychic is a one-shot on the Gyarados. Gyarados is a little bit weaker on the physical defense side, so that might help there too. And again, we don't have a physical move for Alakazam, so we have to rely on putting it to sleep and just gradually whittling it down. We are poisoned, and he's going to go for Recover, and this is the problem with this. So if we had a physical damaging move, that's a one-shot. If we one-shot with a good physical damaging move, we don't have to worry about these shenanigans with healing and recovering and all this other garbage. But we do get the knockout eventually, so there's a battle of attrition, which we do win. And now we're going to go for Psychic on the Charizard. Flamethrower, we tank it, get the knockout over Charizard, and move right on to the Elite Four. Now that we're in the Elite Four, we're going to take on the first member of the Elite Four, which is Lorelei, the Ice Specialist. Lorelei is going to come out with a Dugong. Now, this Pokemon has a little bit of what we call in the PokeTuber universe 5-move syndrome, where it would be nice if we just had one more move. Psychic and Mega Drain are both stab moves that definitely have a purpose, especially in this battle, because we're one-shotting like Hoister, and it's replenishing health with Mega Drain. There's a lot of good things to have with this. Mimic lets us mimic a move so we can badge boost like we're doing right now with Amnesia. So it would be pretty nice if we could continue that trend, and then have one more move to have our physical damaging move, like Strength or like Hyper Beam or something like that. That would be great. However, we don't have that luxury, and this is why I said that maybe having a physical move to have a little bit more balance in the move set would be nice. But we're taking on Bruno right now. He's a cakewalk. Go ahead and watch it. We accidentally mimic Rage instead of like actually going for a knockout. So that does take some time because we hit the wrong move. And once you click Mimic, you can't unclick it. So you got to click something. So I clicked that on accident. Mega Drain's a one-shot. We get fully replenished on our health. And then one-shot with Psychic on the Machamp. That leads us right into our next battle against Agatha. Agatha can be pretty scary. She has the Agatha Ladder. She can confuse you, paralyze you, put you to sleep, and also poison you. But in this case, she misses her first attack, Dream Eater. I don't know why you go for Dream Eater when you haven't put us to sleep yet. But that's Agatha's AI for you there. And we're going to one-shot everything else except for the Gengar. We are going to one-shot the Gengar when we eventually hit it. The problem is it confuses us. It keeps going for Dream Eater. Does not have the ability to put us to sleep. I don't know why you go for Dream Eater. We don't one-shot. Wow, we do not one-shot there. So that's my bad. But we eventually will knock it out. We did get poisoned. Not a big deal. It could have been bad. We could have still been confused, hitting ourselves and being poisoned. But that leads us right into our next battle against Lance, the Dragon Master. He leads out with a Gyarados. Gyarados, we go down to 2 Psychics. Dragon Rage hits us. We still have a lot of health left. We're going to go against the Dragonair, go for Hypnosis, and we're going to Mimic Agility. Agility will let us badge boost. We're going to do that 1, 2, and 3. We get fully set up. And here's the one really good benefit about a slow level up Pokemon is we're not going to level up in the middle of this battle. So we're not going to lose our badge boost. It's really convenient. It's very nice that we have that. Now we almost get one shot here from full health. Critical hit, almost one shots us, but we hang on. We beat Lance and lead right into our final battle of the game, the champion, our rival, and he's going to lead out with a Pidgeot. We're going to go for Psychic on the Pidgeot. He's going to use Mirror Move and hit us back. It does very little damage. It's a benefit of our great special we have right now. And we're going to go for Alakazam. Again, this would be a great opportunity right now to have a move against Alakazam, but I guess Hyper Beam is going to do the trick eventually. Or eventually you are going to knock it out. Now, it can be very trolly there. It can keep going for Recover. And we can also keep Mimic and go for Recover as well, because we can Mimic Recover. So we can let Rhydon set up on us by using Tail Whip over and over and over again. But I decided, you know what? It's not going to be too much of a badge boost. I don't want to get our defense lowered. Let's just go ahead and go for Burp. Now, he used Hypnosis on the Exeggutor. Hyper Beam looks like it's going to be a 2-shot. We only have, 1 power point left, so hopefully we don't miss this. We do get the knockout. Very good. Gyarados comes out. Psychic on the Gyarados. It's going to be a 2-shot. Hyper Beam takes us down to 81 hit points. Not great, because right now Charizard could have outsped us and could have hit a Fire Spin and beat us. We do get lucky. We put it to sleep, and we 2-shot with Psychic. So we get the win. We level up to level 60, and we beat our rival, the champion. And we get our time locked in at 41 minutes and 36 seconds. Is that the best time we've ever done? No. However, for a first-time playthrough with a Pokemon, it does have better moves. But a first-time playthrough, 41 minutes and 36 seconds, that's a pretty good time. Where would that rank us on our tier list? I do have the list pulled up of all the times to the right of me. So when we look at this, at 41 minutes and 36 seconds, that would put it right in between Poliwrath and Charizard. Puts it right in between there. I think this Pokemon with another playthrough, I could easily shave a minute and 36 seconds off this playthrough. There's some battles I can skip over. There's definitely some things I can do. If we have a different strategy for Blaine, we don't take a reset on Blaine, we could definitely make this Pokemon a lot better. That would put that as a top 5 Pokemon, surprisingly making it better than Charizard. And then it's only 10 seconds slower than Poliwrath. Pretty good. That's pretty good for a what if. And like I said, if I played it again, I'm pretty sure I can get it under 40 minutes. I'm not going to do that. This is just a what if. This is just for fun. Now, like I said, we're going to do a couple things with these playthroughs this week and try to get some better strategies. Like, for example, I think Blackout training on Tangela early will get us through early part of the game a little bit faster. Might be able to get this under an hour and 10 minutes, maybe close to an hour. Exeggutor, I hope to get this under an hour for sure. And then we got Venusaur, Victory Bell, and Vileplume. I expect Victory Bell to be under 40 minutes. I expect Vileplume to get close to that. Venusaur, I don't think it's going to get under 40 minutes, but I think it can get close. Venusaur wasn't bad. Venusaur ended up at 46 minutes and 49 seconds. I can easily shave 3 to 4 minutes off of that playthrough and get it into the S tier. I just don't know if I'm going to get it into the SS tier. That's a different problem for a different day. That's Future JD's problem. Right now, I want you guys to go ahead and make sure you like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Comment down below what you think of the playthrough. On Friday, we are going to have a Generation 2 playthrough with Fortress. We're going to start Full Evolved. We're going to have an Egg move. And we're going to see if we can make this Pokemon significantly better than we did in the first playthrough with Pineco, where it evolved into Fortress. I did have a couple blunders in that. You'll see that on Friday. That'll be out Friday. So let me know what you think. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys on Friday.